Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy. I am out getting ready to start my yard sales. It's 7:20 in the morning, and I am out in bumfuck Nowheresville. I'm about an hour drive away from my house in the sticks, in the country. I just left this small little diner because I needed coffee, and the closest Tim Hortons is like 30 kilometers from here. Look at their home hardware. Jesus. There is a liquor store, though, so they do have one of those, and there's a little grocery store down there. But I went into this little tiny diner because I needed coffee and food, and there's like this group of old white guys that looks like they've been in there since like 6 a.m., probably regulars that are in there every day. I went in there, ordered some coffee and food, ate my food in the car, as you can see, just because it was just so awkward, man. I don't think anybody out here has seen anybody black in a long time. So I just grabbed my stuff and came out here. I know I kid about that, but it is awkward for me, even though they probably don't think anything of it. But there's this massive, like, 100 sale loop yard sale that goes all around the peninsula. So that's why I came out this way. I don't know. I've kind of got a bad feeling about today, but you never know. The way I look at it is this. They're out here in the sticks. They may have some old games. You never know. And there's not a lot to do out here, so maybe there's games, but there might not be any games because they just might not be into gaming, or there's not very many places to buy games out here. So this could be a hit or a miss. I'm going to be out here for a while. It's 15 kilometers of yard sales. The houses are pretty spaced apart, so unfortunately I'm going to have to basically get in my car, get out of my car, go to the yard sale, get back in, drive up a little ways, get out my car, and do that probably for the next hour and a half, 2 hours. So we're going to see what happens. Footage is coming up, guys. I got my fingers crossed, but once again, got a bad feeling. We'll see. Hey, guys, well, today absolutely sucks. Took like an hour drive out to a spot. It's 9:30 in the morning, just getting back into town. Let's see. Starting to late sales. Hi, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Good.
Sure. I'll sing to you.
Sure, I think I was speaking to a gentleman about a Game Boy.
That would be me.
That was you?
Hold on.
Never mind, thank you.
Wasn't sure you were here.
It is. Okay.
In case you did come, I even had batteries ready.
Oh, wow, okay.
There you go.
How much were you? Oh,
Why don't you check it first to make sure it's good to go? Because there's no batteries in it.
Yeah.
I can't believe that people still want. Two other guys contacted me, but
Two? Wow.
you were the first,
Oh,
and
okay.
you showed up. So
I'll just try one. It's missing the front casing to it.
you know what? It's probably up in my. If you could hold on just for a minute, I could probably run up to my daughter's old room and get it.
Take your time. I'm in no rush, yeah.
I'm gonna have to get my husband up to sort of
Yeah, look things over.
verify those, so. But yeah, I'm pretty sure she still has that. Yeah, I hate to sound stupid about it, but it was her toy, not mine. So yeah. Anyway, back.
Yeah, so this thing here is busted, actually.
Yeah, too bad.
Yeah, it's busted, and when I turn the game on, like half of the screen is kind of
You know
broken
what?
off.
I didn't even try. It's too
Yeah.
bad.
What about these games? I mean,
A buck.
okay. Grab change in the car.
Sure. No, I'm just saying. Some people.
They've all been
Thank
played.
you.
Appreciate you taking the time to look for that stuff for me.
Oh, you know what?
Thank you so much.
Sorry it doesn't work. I really am.
It is the way it is, but I really appreciate you taking the time.
Oh,
So
no,
thank you.
When someone's interested, I'm gonna hunt it down.
Thank you. Hey, what's up, guys? I am home from yard sailing. It's actually like 4 hours later. When I came back from yard sales, my old man came over and we went out to Home Depot, picked up a bunch of wood and paint and stuff like that as we are starting to set up the gaming room so that I don't have to do these videos in my kitchen or my dining room.
I'll actually be able to do it downstairs with a backdrop, and we'll be able to display all my games in proper fashion. So fingers crossed we'll have all that done by next weekend. By the video, you guys can probably tell I had a really, really bad day for yard sailing. I will say I did pick up a couple of things off camera on my way home. I didn't even turn the camera on. I was a bit salty. I ended up driving about an hour. I actually got there in about 50 minutes or so outside of where I live, because it was advertised that there was a 100 house sale. So 100 houses having yard sales. I get down there, 6 of them. Only 6. None of them had games. All older people, like really old people. One girl actually didn't even know what a video game was. So that's pretty much how my day went. But I did pick up some stuff. I'm going to show that off first, and then I'm also going to show you guys what I picked up throughout the week. And I made some trades. I also sold some things. So there's lots to talk about, lots to show. My dining room, or my kitchen table here is, you know, half filled with stuff. So I have things. It's just definitely the worst Saturday I've had. I mean, I've only been yard sailing for like 6 weeks or 5 weeks. So, you know, this is bound to happen. First thing, my dog just hit the camera. First thing is, what did we pick up first? Well, I guess I'll just start with the Gameboy games. I think I showed this in the video. I had contacted a girl through Kijiji. She was advertising a yard sale, and I thought it was a guy actually, but ended up being the lady. She found a old Game Boy and a couple of games. The Game Boy was broken. I probably should have offered something for it, because sometimes you find old Game Boys with the backing missing, you know, like the little clip with the batteries. That one had it, so I could have put that on another Game Boy, and I might have been able to get a part for it or something like that. But once again, my mind wasn't completely there today. I was still salty about that hour drive, wasting my entire morning. But I managed to grab 2 Game Boy games from her. One is Super Mario Land. This is actually the 3rd copy I have of this game, so I'm going to start bundling these with my Game Boys. And also Tetris. This is my 2nd copy. Nothing great. This game goes for about $10, and this is Tetris, like one of the most common games on the planet. So I got these both for $1. So you can't really complain. I mean, just the cases alone, you know, worth $1. So I got those. And then I had another thing that I got off camera. A single game Mario Party 5 for the Gamecube. It doesn't have box or manual. It was just sitting there. It's got some surface scratches on there. I haven't tested it out yet, so I'm going to do that, and hopefully it works, because this is a relatively expensive game, and you know, it's not overly hard to find, but it is an expensive title. So maybe I'll find a case in the wild, but either way, got that for $1. Can't beat that. Up next, I picked up a little PlayStation lot, and this I didn't have on camera. This is actually the find of the day for me. I managed to get 4 PlayStation games. I've been looking for some PlayStation games for a while now, because I have 4 PS1s downstairs, and I don't like selling systems by themselves. I like to bundle it with some games, and they sell much quicker. If you put in like 1 or 2 decent titles, it usually sells in a day or 2. So now I have some good titles to put up, and I have 2 games that I'm going to be keeping for my own collection. I got a tip-off on Kijiji for a yard sale. They said they had video games. I wasn't sure exactly what they had, so I went there. He had an Xbox 360 out. I asked him, do you have any other video games? I went through the list, you know, Super Nintendo, Nintendo Sega, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. He said, oh yeah, I actually have PlayStation 1 and 2 games. And I said, do you mind bringing out the PS1 games? He had, this is what I picked up. I picked up 4 of them. Tekken, it's the greatest hits edition. It's got it's complete in box. It's got the manual and the game itself. This game, I think, no, this game was in like mint shape. One of them here, Tekken 3, picked that one up as well. Also, greatest hits. This one was a bit scratched up. No, actually, this one's actually in better shape than the Tekken. I think the Tekken one was the one that I thought was a bit scratched up. So yeah, I got Tekken 3. It's actually in really good shape. And then the two good games here, we've got, I don't even know how to pronounce this correctly, Cartia? Looks like some sort of Japanese turn-based RPG. It looks really cool, and what threw me off is in here, it's like they just wanted to give a double disc case. The game is back here. Got the manual as well, but the game is only one disc. There's no spot to like clip it in. I've never seen this before. No spot to clip it in. It's just got like a little PlayStation logo there and some artwork. But yeah, one disc, and yeah, hey, looks like a decent game. The big score here was Hashigami. Hashigami. I've never heard of this game before. I looked it up, and this game is going between $50 and $70 on eBay, and they've been selling, I shouldn't say like crazy, but whenever they're posted, they're usually selling. So this game right here, also the same thing, except the disc is in the front. It's got the manual as well, which is nice. Discs are in great shape. It's got the same thing. It's got this little PS logo here, some artwork, but a game doesn't fit there. It's just a single disc game in a double disc case. So it's kind of cool. I've never seen that before. So yeah, that game right there is a solid pickup. Got those 4 games for 25 bucks. He wanted 30. I said, will you take 25 for it? He said, sure. So 25 bucks. I mean, that game right there is gonna double my money, and but I'm gonna hold on to it. So I'm really, you know, I'll be able to put these in a bundle. That's the plan. Put those each with a PlayStation and sell it for 30 bucks with 2 controllers and a memory card, and they should go pretty quickly. I get PS1s for like $5, $10 tops. I actually got 2 of them at a thrift store for like $6 each, so it is what it is. So that, guys, literally is my finds for today. Oh, no, I lied. On my way home, I stopped at a yard sale. It was like past they said that it was closing at 1:30. I got there at 2, and they were just giving stuff away. Whatever was left, they were saying just take it. So I got a Guitar Hero guitar for the Wii. It's a wireless one. I have an extra dongle downstairs, so I picked it up. They only wanted $1 for it, but she gave it to me for free, so I said, well, why not? And I asked her, of course, if she had any other video games, and she said no, they got nothing. So that was that. So those were my finds today, guys. I spent a whopping $27 this weekend. So good news though, I sold $125 worth of stuff today. I just sold the Wii. That's where I was before I recorded this video. Sold that for $100 with some Rock Band stuff. And actually, I will post a picture of the lot that I sold, so you guys can actually see kind of what I'm selling things for. Really good deal. It came with like 8 games. A lot of them were Rock Band. Came with all the hookups, and also had a DJ Hero that was brand new, not open, and with the game as well. So they got a deal. I have so much Wii stuff, and I get it for dirt cheap that when I make bundles like that, that bundle cost me $18, and I sold it for $100. So a little over, you know, $80 profit on that. So pretty awesome. Now, what I found during the week. I just got another World Series Baseball for Sega. Got that at a thrift store for $2. I picked up a PlayStation 2 Slim with 4 games, 1 controller, and a memory card for $20. I literally picked that up, didn't even go home, drove it to another person's house, and sold it for $60. So I flipped $40. I threw in an extra controller. I had another controller that I brought with me, so I basically made $40 by throwing in an extra controller, so that was made money there. And then I made a bigger trade. I had an extra keyboard and mouse that I had, and I traded it to a guy for a PS Vita and a bunch of stuff. I'm going to show the picture right now. As you can see, there's the Vita there. It's got 4 games. It's got all the hookups, 2 memory cards, an 8 gig card, a 4 gig card, a little handheld thing so it kind of feels like a controller, headset, and it also came with Borderlands in the box, a digital code that hadn't been redeemed, and of course the box itself. So I got all that stuff. He wanted $275 for it. I was selling the keyboard and mouse for $160 for the both of them, so I made one hell of a trade there. And then I took those 4 games. One of them was like a Japanese RPG, and that was relatively expensive. I think it goes for like $80 or so. And there is another collector here that collects all those sort of games, and he had just bought a big lot, so we did a trade, and I'm going to show you what I traded for just the four Vita games. I still have the console itself and all of the extra stuff. So just the games, this is what I got for it. I got a PS2 Slim with a memory card, 2 controllers, one here, and a Platinum one. I'm actually going to keep this one. I don't have a Platinum for my own collection. And it also came with 6 games. I'll quickly go through them. SmackDown vs. Raw, already have it. SOCOM, already have it. Need for Speed, just sold this with a bundle, so I got another one. Suzuki, don't have it. SOCOM, got like 2 of these. And Battlefield 2, don't actually have that one. So I got that. I also got a Nintendo 64 with the expansion pack. And it didn't come with any controllers, but if you guys watched last week's sale, I picked up 2 N64 controllers and a USB plug-in to connect to the computer for $5. So I'm going to put in 1 controller, put in a half-decent title and a couple shit boxes, and I'll flip this for about $70. And also he threw in a Gamecube with 1 controller. And it also, all these systems have all the hookups. I'm not going to show you guys the hookups. Yeah, so I got a PS2, a Gamecube with a controller, an N64 with the expansion pack, no controllers, those PS2 games for my 4 Vita games. So that was worth, I literally would have gotten probably $70 to $80 for those games if I sold them. And I'm going to go ahead and sell this. I think I've sold 6 or 7 PS2s in the last week. My price point is $50. That'll come with 3 games, 2 controllers, and a memory card. I'll sell the Gamecube. I have some Gamecube games that I picked up at yard sales for $1, $2. I'll bundle it, put 1 decent game in there, and I'll sell this for $60, $70. And then the N64, like I said, about $70. So I'm going to go ahead and probably make $200 on selling this stuff, and it's all stuff that sells pretty much right away. So instead of getting $70, $80 for those games, I'm going to end up getting $200 with a little bit of advertising and some work. But we have some Facebook groups here locally that people buy stuff all the time, so it's not really hard to flip things. I've sold over $1,000 worth of stuff in the last week, which has been great. It's been phenomenal. Actually, I've been paying for all the games that I've been buying and making a profit. And my goal by the end of the summer is to have 3/4 of my entire collection already paid for from flipping the things that I don't need or my doubles. And of course, I'm keeping all of my retro stuff. I have all my stuff, and I'll do a quick little tour of the room once me and Dad finish that stuff. So that's what I got all this week. Oh, I also picked up a VCR at the shitty 100-person yard sale, 100-house yard sale. Picked this up for $2. She wanted $5 for it, and I said, will you take 2? Or she said, you know what, take it for 3. I said, I got a toonie on me. She said, fine, take it. Like, this has been collecting dust. So I got that. It's got the RCAs on there. I literally got it because I collect some of the Disney movies, and if I ever have the urge to watch one of them, like the Goofy movie or Tarzan or something, I'll have something to play it in. So for $2, you can't really beat it. So yeah, guys, that was my week. Like I said, I already sold one of the PS2s that I picked up, and I don't think I picked up anything else that I'm not showing you guys. So that's the show. This Saturday absolutely sucked for me. That last PlayStation find, though, kind of saved the day from it being a total disaster. What really screwed me, guys, was driving out an hour to that godforsaken place and then driving an hour back. By the time I got back in, it was like something after 9, and all the collectors had already picked apart the place, so that was kind of shitty. But that's the show for this week. If I get any crazy finds, I'm working on 2 decent-sized lots, a Super Nintendo one and an N64 one. If I manage to get those, that'll definitely be worthy of a dedicated video. There's a lot of games, probably like 60 of them in total, plus the systems and some really good titles. So I got my fingers crossed that he's going to get back to me about that and I get it for a steal. But either way, that's going to be it for this Saturday's episode. Make sure to finger bang that like button, subscribe. Thank you so much. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys found this weekend, and let me know about these games right here. Let me know if these guys are any good. And if they are, I'm going to pop one on and try it out, because I have a couple of PlayStations to test anyway. Let me know. I know that this one's rare, this one's not so much rare, and it's not that expensive. I think like 18 bucks. They go for like 20 on eBay. But I don't know how good they are, so let me know in the comments if you know, of course. So yeah, guys, that's going to be it. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one. Stay buffs.